Hello students, in the previous video we solved exercise 10.1, same number 2, 3 and 5. Today we are going to solve some more sums of exercise 10.1. So let us solve it. Sum number 6. Find the perimeter of each of the following shapes. Students, in this question, there are 3 sub-questions, namely A, B and C. Students, in this question, we have to find out the perimeter of 3 different triangles. In sub-question A, we have to find out the perimeter of scalene triangle, as all the sides of triangle are different. And we know that scalene triangle is a triangle which has all the sides different. Students, we know that perimeter means total length of the boundary of a plane closed figure. Thus, in order to find out the perimeter of scalene triangle, which is irregular triangle, we have to add all its 3 sides given to us. Students, in sub-question B, we have to find out the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. And we know that equilateral triangle is a triangle which has all the 3 sides equal. Thus, to find out the perimeter of an equilateral triangle, we can also use formula and find out the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. Students, you have to remember that perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 3 multiplied by side. Students, in sub-question C, we have to find out the perimeter of an isosceles triangle. Students, we know that isosceles triangle is a triangle which has 2 sides equal and 1 side unequal, that is different. Thus, in order to find out the perimeter of an isosceles triangle, we have to add all its 3 sides, where 2 sides are of same length and third side is of different length. So now, let us solve sum number 6 and find out the perimeter of scalene, equilateral and isosceles triangles. Sum A. Perimeter of scalene triangle or irregular triangle equals to 3 centimeters plus 4 centimeters plus 5 centimeters equals to 12 centimeters. Now, sum B. Perimeter of an equilateral triangle equals to 3 multiplied by side. Multiplying 3 by given side 9. We get 27 centimeters. Thus, perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 27 centimeters. Now sum C. Perimeter of an isosceles triangle equals to 8 centimeters plus 8 centimeters plus 6 centimeters. Adding 8, 8 and 6, we get 22 centimeters. Thus, perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 22 centimeters. Now, sum number 8. Find the perimeter of a regular hexagon with each side measuring 8 meters. Students, in this question, we have to find out the perimeter of a regular hexagon, and we have been given its side, which is 8 meters. Students, we know that a regular hexagon is a closed shape polygon which has 6 equal sides and 6 equal angles. Students, we know that perimeter of a square is 4 into side. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is 3 into side. Similarly, perimeter of a regular hexagon is 6 into side. So now, let us solve sum number 8 and find out the perimeter of regular hexagon, keeping in mind the formula. Perimeter of a regular hexagon equals to 6 into side equals to 6 into 8. Now multiplying 6 by 8, we get 48 meters. Thus, the perimeter of regular hexagon is 48 meters. Now, sum number 9. Find the side of a square whose perimeter is 20 meters. Students, in this question, we have to find out the side of a square, and we have been given the perimeter of a square which is 20 meters. Students, we know that in order to find out the side of a square when perimeter is given, we have to divide the given perimeter by number of sides of a square. Thus, we can say that side of a square when perimeter is given is perimeter divided by 4. Students, you have to remember that side of a square when perimeter is given is equals to perimeter divided by 4. So now, let us solve sum number 9 keeping in mind the formula. Side of a square equals to perimeter divided by 4 equals to 20 divided by 4. Now dividing 20 by 4, we get 5. Thus, the side of a square is 5 meters. Now, sum number 11. A piece of string is 30 centimeters long long. What will be the length of each side if the string is used to form a square, an equilateral triangle, and a regular hexagon? Students, in this question, we have to find out each side of a square, an equilateral triangle, and a regular hexagon. And we have been given the length of a piece of string which is of 30 centimeters. Students, note that a piece of string which is 30 centimeter long is used to form three different shapes, namely a square, equilateral triangle, and a regular hexagon. Thus, the length of piece of a string is equals to perimeter of these given shapes. So, we can say that perimeter of a square, equilateral triangle, and regular hexagon is 30 centimeters each. And we have to find out the length of each side of a square, equilateral triangle, and regular hexagon. Students, we know that side of a square, when perimeter is given, is perimeter divided by 4. Similarly, side of an equilateral triangle is perimeter divided by 3. And side of a regular hexagon is perimeter divided by 6. So now let us solve sum number 11 and find out the side of each given shapes. Length of piece of string equals to perimeter of the given shapes. Now solution of sum A. Side of a square equals to perimeter divided by 4 equals to 30 divided by 4. Now dividing 30 by 4 we get 7.5. Thus the side of a square is 7.5 centimeters. Now, solution of sum B. Side of an equilateral triangle equals to perimeter divided by 3 equals to 30 divided by 3. Now, dividing 30 by 3, we get 10. Thus, the side of an equilateral triangle is 10 centimeters. Now, solution of sum C. Side of a regular hexagon equals to perimeter divided by 6 equals to 30 divided by 6. Now dividing 30 by 6 we get 5. Thus the side of a regular hexagon is 5 centimeters. Now sum number 12. Two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeters and 14 centimeters. The perimeter of a triangle is 36 centimeters. What is its third side? Students, in this question, we have been given two sides of a triangle. These two sides of a triangle are 12 centimeters and 14 centimeters respectively. We have been also given the perimeter of a triangle, which is 36 centimeters, and we have to find out the third side of a triangle. Students, we know that perimeter means sum of all the sides. Thus, in order to find out the third side of a given triangle, we have to subtract the sum of two sides of a triangle from the perimeter of a given triangle, which includes sum of the three sides. So, you have to remember that in order to get third side of a triangle, first of all, you have to find out the sum of two given sides, and you have to subtract the sum of two sides which you obtain from the perimeter of a triangle given to you. Students, note that in order to get sum of two sides, you have to add the two sides of a triangle which are given to you. Thus, by adding 12 and 14, you will get 26 centimeters. Students, in short, you have to remember that third side of a triangle equals to perimeter of a triangle minus sum of two sides of a triangle. So now, let us solve sum number 12, keeping in mind that third side of a triangle equals to perimeter of a triangle minus sum of two sides, and writing the necessary details given to us. Perimeter of a triangle is given 36 centimeters. Two sides of a triangle are given 12 centimeters and 14 centimeters. Therefore, third side of a triangle equals to how much? Thus, the third side of a triangle equals to perimeter of a given triangle minus sum of two sides of a triangle which we obtain, equals to 36 minus 26. Now, subtracting 26 from 36, we get 10. Thus, the third side of a triangle is 10 centimeters. Students, solve sum number 7 and 10 by yourself. Thank you and have a nice day.